Artemis Fowl is directed by Kenneth Branagh and debuted on Disney Plus today. I have 3 new films to watch. Well, this weekend I've had 3 new films to watch. And the first film, I thought I'll get Artemis Fowl out of the way because the reviews, yeah, they're not particularly fantastic. I was kind of excited for this film. I didn't see the trailers, but Kenneth Branagh's name was enough to get me excited because I really liked his last film, Murder on the Orient Express. I wasn't a huge fan of the first Thor movie, but I am thankful that in Artemis Fowl, Kenneth Branagh did not make us look at everything from this angle. There were a lot of Dutch angles in this film, and I don't recall one in Artemis Fowl. Artemis Fowl follows a boy named Artemis Fowl. He's 12 years old, and he's basically a genius. And his father disappears, and there's some fairy stuff going on, and he has to find out why he disappeared and how to get him back. Yeah, that was a really choppy plot description. So, how is this film? It's absolutely awful. I cannot believe Kenneth Branagh made this. A director of his calibre. Should I be surprised Tom Hooper, an Academy Award-winning director, made Cats? All directors have one stinker in their career, but oh my god, Artemis Fowl. It is positives. Some of the cinematography is nice. That's it. I've got nothing else. Let's start off with the acting. It's all terrible. Even Judi Dench isn't that good. Yes, that's a sentence that just came out of my mouth. Judi Dench was not that great. The kid who plays Artemis Fowl, I feel really bad for him because I think this is his first film credit. And yeah, he is terrible in this film, but everyone is terrible in this movie. The line delivery, it is so cringeworthy. And the humour as well is so forced. None of it feels natural. It all just feels like, oh, we've had a serious bit, we need a joke, let's bring a joke in. It's not that funny, but still. Now, Artemis Fowl is based off of a book series, I believe. From what I've heard, this film is based off of the first book. I feel really bad for people who are a fan of the books. Because, yeah, as someone who hasn't even read them, I was disappointed with this film. And I've seen a lot of reviews from people who have read the books, and they did not like this movie either. So it seems universally this film is disappointing. Artemis Fowl runs at 94 minutes, and they try to cram so much world building into this film because the ending of this film is obviously trying to set up some kind of sequel. But that's not going to happen. This film cost $125 million to make, and there's a reason they just dumped it on Disney Plus. Even the CGI, there is a fair amount of CGI that is atrocious. The writing is really, really bad. The dialogue is so cringeworthy. There's so much exposition in this movie as well that we both get told what's happening and then shown what's happening. So it's almost like Josh Gad basically serves as the narrator for this film. And he basically say Artemis Fowl is going to do something cool. Josh Gad will say before that happens, oh, little did they know that he's going to do this. And then he does it. What is the need for that exposition? There's so much of telling us what's happening instead of showing us what's happening. And it really talks down to the audience. I mean, I know this is a family film, but really? Kids are not that dumb, okay? You could just show what's happening. You don't need to do a voiceover. Guys, I've said really all I need to say about Artemis Fowl. This is terrible. This year for film has been okay. Before Artemis Fowl, I hadn't seen a terrible film. My worst film of the year was Birds of Prey, which I wasn't a fan of, but I didn't hate that film. Artemis Fowl is on another level. This film is unbelievably awful. I'm going to give Artemis Fowl an F. Guys, don't bother with this. Watch The Five Bloods or The King of Staten Island this weekend. I haven't seen either of those, but I am going to watch them and hopefully do reviews for them. But stay away from Artemis Fowl. If you're a fan of the books, I think you're better off just not watching this film. Yeah, it's terrible. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. You guys are awesome. Blu-ray Billy, logging off.